So recently, not just recently, but in our meetings, the subject of trust and a will and advance directive and all these planning things come up in meetings of, what if something happens to if I pass away, what is my spouse going to do? How are they going to pick up the pieces? And historically, that discussion has just centered around having all your physical documents in your file or in your safe at home, your will, your trust, your brokerage statements, all of those things. But what's becoming increasingly important is your digital life. Not to say that those paper documents or files on your computer aren't important in the event that something happens to you, but the digital part of your life, or what I would call a digital will, is becoming more and more important. And one of the things I wanted to mention that I've mentioned in the past, and definitely can speak in more detail, and we do in our meetings, but having some type of password manager, I think, is becoming crucial. And there's lots of different apps out there. I'm not really partial to any of them. You can experiment with them and see what you like. But an encrypted password manager that will allow you to put in your information in your passwords, like your Apple ID, your Google passwords, your email passwords, your social media accounts, bank accounts, brokerage accounts, your subscriptions that you have online or your applications, your pension, retirement information, your logins for your monthly bills. Basically, organizing all of that information in an encrypted type of password application. Where I think it becomes really important, besides us just being able to remember all these passwords and the complex requirements of a password having to be 16 digits and special characters and all those things that we have today, is if something happens to me, if something happens to you, how is your spouse going to be able to shut down all of your social media accounts if that was your wishes? How are they going to be able to get onto your all's bank accounts if that wasn't their responsibility in the household before? How are they going to figure that out? How are they going to look up the brokerage accounts? How are they going to find your birth certificate? How are they going to find the power of attorneys, the trust, the wills, your social security card? That digital part of your life kept in some type of password manager that's encrypted. If you share that master password with your spouse and they put it in the safe or a vault or someplace safe, then they can access that and at least get into that application to be able to figure out who they need to talk to, what bills they need to be looking up, and all of that goes with it. And it's just going to make things so much easier. So don't forget the digital part of your life in addition to the physical document part of your life that we're accustomed to.